Welcome to Cajas National Park.
We're Eric and Sarah, and we've been traveling around Ecuador for over 3 months now. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos.
We've been on the coast for the majority of our trip, but we're finally in the mountains.
These Canadian kids have really been missing our BC mountains, so we are so excited to be here camping and hiking in this national park for the next couple nights.
So we've been doing a ton of research on Cajas National Park, and we want to give you as much information as possible so that you can also hike and camp here. But it's a little bit cold, so we're actually going to start hiking, and we'll tell you a little bit more in a bit.
2 steps in and it's already beautiful. So the majority of our video is going to be showing you extensive hiking and camping opportunities here, but don't be discouraged if you're not a big hiker or camper, because there is so much to do here even just on a day trip.
There's actually also a visitor center actually just when you get in, and you can have some nice food there. There's a gorgeous view, so even
beautiful.
if you just came here for the day, it would totally be worth it.
Yep, and you can even camp literally right behind us here, which is just at the very first lake. Doesn't take more than like
a minute.
20 steps, yeah. And even during non-pandemic times, there's a refuge that you can stay in at the top right by the visitor center that you can stay overnight. It's not open right now, but that is an opportunity. So if you're not a big hiker or camper, there's lots to do here just for the day even.
This place is beyond beautiful. Honestly, it's like something straight out of a movie. I'm honestly not sure whether we're gonna see a group of Urukai taking the hobbits to Isengard, or we're gonna see a giant T-Rex running through these fields. It is honestly gorgeous.
We made it to Paper Trees Forest, that's what this is called. And this is a common place that if people are just gonna come for a day hike, they'll come to here. If you don't wanna do the full like 5-hour day hike loop, you can literally come here probably in an hour, maybe hour and a half if you're going really slow. But it's so cool because all these trees literally look like they're made of paper. How's it going?
I feel like a monkey.
You look like a monkey. That backpack. Cool tricks.
Sick tricks.
Wow. So impressed.
We are very close to our camping spot. It's just, I believe, over here. We were told we have to go past this lake and maybe just up and around and then up. So we have a nice little view. So that's where we're headed. The trails are quite good, but they also get pretty muddy. So you just have to make sure that you're wearing proper footwear, and yeah, make sure that if you are going to camp here, bring some proper shoes. Right, Sarah?
Right as you're talking about it, of course it's when they fall.
I've trapped myself. Sarah's a bit smarter than I am.
Yeah, it's a lot more exhausting to come up here though. Whew. Dying. Altitude's no joke.
Now who made the wrong decision?
I made it so far without getting my feet wet or muddy.
This all right here is water.
I'm
Pretty much.
have to just run for it.
Yeah. Sarah's feet are already soaked. This is unfortunate. Oh no. Oh my word. Well, there goes the dry feet for the week.
They didn't get much worse, but it wasn't good.
Well,
It's not so bad, they're just fully soaked. Hopefully they dry tonight.
so like I said, definitely wear some good shoes. We don't have any proper hiking shoes here. These are more like rock climbers, which would be normally fine if it was dry. It's been totally fine actually up until here, but it is quite wet, as Sarah just found out.
It's all good. We're surviving. So Eric and I are both trying to scope out the best place to camp tonight. So we're dividing and conquering. I'm looking on this peak, and Eric is way over there. You can see him waving.
All right, Sarah, is this the spot?
I think so. It's looking like the flattest piece of ground and a nice view.
It's true, it's quite nice.
It's getting a bit chilly though, so time to set up quick.
Time to set up the tent. Wow, we are magical. Nice and bundled up.
We made it to our camping spot and it suddenly got really cold, so we layered up and hoping it doesn't rain. We've lucked out so far. We didn't set up in the rain, so
Fingers crossed.
I'm pretty content at this point.
So we wanted to give you a little bit of information on Cajas National Park. It was actually first a reservation area just for the natural habitat here. In 1977 it was labeled as such, and in 1996 it actually became a national park. So Cajas National Park is actually 28.5 hectares of land, and it has 4,000 lakes in it.
That's insane. That's so many lakes, and everywhere you go there's just water, like you're just weaving throughout. I mean, they call most of them lagoons.
That's right.
Because they're more kind of like ponds, not necessarily like huge lakes, but it's crazy. All the trails just kind of weave throughout all the lakes. It's awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And it's actually, it became a national park because there's so many archaeological sites here. There's part of the Inca Trail actually goes through here, and there's also pre-Columbian foundations actually behind these mountains behind here.
Yeah, so there's ruins and there's caves that you can go in. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, it's wild.
And there's 8 marked, and they're well marked, trails in the park, but there's many more other trails that you can go and explore too. But there's 8 that are kind of, yeah, on the map and really well marked with colors and stuff.
So there's lots of history in this park, and yeah, it's just amazing. It's beautiful too. It's I mean,
so stunning.
I don't know if we've said that enough yet.
Yeah, like I can't even believe all we've just seen since coming from the highway.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so beautiful here. It's starting to rain. I just want to eat my pasta. This is not looking good.
Once it got dark, it got really cold.
Yeah, super cold and windy, so we came in our tent. We tried to play a game for a little while, ate some candy, but honestly, we can't convince ourselves to stay up any longer. No. So it's 7:30 and we're just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, we are realizing how much more tired we are from this trip than we thought.
Oh man, altitude just kills ya.
Yeah, it definitely drains you.
But we'll see you in the morning.
Just the sunrise I was hoping for. It was a bit of a cold night. We got up at like 2 a.m. to get a time lapse, and the tent was actually frosty, which is crazy. And I wouldn't say that I slept great. I probably honestly only slept maybe 4 hours. And I think Sarah maybe a little bit more, but it was pretty uncomfortable. But that's just kind of what you get when you rent gear and you don't really have your own stuff. However, beautiful, beautiful morning. I just cannot believe it.
Don't I look fresh after a great night's sleep? Eric and I both did not sleep very well last night. It wasn't like we were super cold, but we were really warm, so we just kept waking up a lot, and it wasn't super comfy or kind of on some rocks. Honestly, not really sure, but did not sleep very much, so we're not feeling very good today. Our plan today was to do a hike in the South Park, but it's a very long one, like probably would be about 15 to 20 kilometers. So last night was supposed to be our trial run, see how we feel before we commit to that. After not sleeping very good last night, and it's still pretty cold today, I think we're gonna either just kind of explore today and see if we can find a different place to camp, or just pack it in and go back home. It would have been really nice to do the other one, but honestly the altitude here is crazy, and you can't, you have to take that seriously. We're both not feeling super good from that. Pretty lightheaded and dizzy, so we just don't want to push ourselves too much, so we'll just go back to Cuenca. We're hoping after being there for a week and a half that we would have been acclimatized, but it is what it is, so we'll see. We're content, we're having a lot of fun, so it's all that matters. Eric's down in there grabbing us some water right now. Here comes Eric, back from hauling water. This part is so swampy. It's a really gorgeous view, but very impractical when you gotta walk all the way up there to get some fresh water. But the views are very nice.
Well, looks like the weather decided for us. It's been windy and rainy.
Yeah, we've been hiding in our sleeping bags in the tent for like the last hour, hoping it would pass, but it doesn't look like it's going anywhere, and you can't even see the mountains anymore, so man. I think we're gonna pack up, put on our rain gear, and
call it.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it.
So cold and gross. Packing in the rain is just the worst because you got to do it all inside the tent. We're leaving. rained up, rainproofed up, ready to get out of here.
I gotta say goodbye to our little valley. It's been nice, but at the same time not very nice.
Dying, guys. Slowly passing away. The altitude is so insane. I have never felt so sick when hiking before. I'm surprised I haven't thrown up or passed out yet. But we're doing it. Right, Air Dog?
Yeah.
We're gonna make it.
Cajas National Park ranges from 3,100 meters above sea level to, I believe, 4,600 meters. And I feel like we're kind of somewhere in the middle. It's just crazy.
Altitude is no freaking joke.
No joke. It wrecked us.
Yeah, definitely both have altitude sickness, that's for sure.
Well.
Oh man. I could cry. I'm so happy to be back.
It was crazy. Like having altitude sickness, I never thought that I would have that.
No, I didn't think it would be this bad.
It's brutal. Like
we've been like dizzy and out of breath, but this is like, I want to vomit and faint every two steps I take. It's crazy. But we made it. Time to get some lunch. Once I can breathe.
All right, we made it back.
Oh, we survived.
That was a grind, I gotta say.
That was way crazier than we were expecting. I mean, we do hiking, but that was just like, the altitude was next level.
Oh yeah, we definitely got altitude sickness, which I did not expect, being in Cuenca for the last almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Altitude really does get you.
Totally. But that being said, it was super fun while it lasted. We still had a great time, and highly recommend coming, especially for the day. It's free to visit for the day. You can hike around. I mean, camping was only $4 a night too. So if you're acclimatized, it's awesome to come camping. I wouldn't do it if you're not used to the altitude, that's for sure. But yeah, it was still super fun.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, please just subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of July. So please, if you can, subscribe. And if you like this video, please like it as well. Boost our video. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. I just want to go to bed.
I'm so sorry, we just stared at the camera for like 10 seconds. I couldn't comprehend what was going on. I'm so tired. Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh. Alright, let's go again.
2 a.m. and we realized that the sky is clear, so we're gonna take a little bit of a night lapse video. The things that we do for a vlog.
It's a good thing I woke up to pee.
Be straight with me. How crazy is my hair right now?
It literally cannot be seen. You're just a random floating head.
It feels like it's just like a freaking bee's nest.